Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of Suffolk's #1 YouTube channel, and to the members. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving in a direction of no bullshittery, transparency, and you know what? Fun. But it's an important day today. It is Wednesday the 29th. Not only do I get my son back, I'll tell you about it, but it's Gwen's birthday. Happy birthday, Gwen. Gwen turns 40 today, and she's not here. She's on her, let's call it, a birthday break with her friend. Yes, female friend. Yeah, she's and she's having fun, time of her life, and I hope today is fabulous. Right. Well, we all know now that Wednesday's the handover takeover day in the Colt household, where my son goes to school from his mum's and he comes back to his dad's. But for some reason today, he called me first thing. Dad, are you home? Well, yes, son, I'm home. Can I? Yes, come over. He wanted dropped off at school, so I had to go and drop him off at school this morning. But he didn't want dropped off at school. No. Dad's embarrassing. He wanted dropped off away from school. Has anyone ever been through that nonsense? Yeah, we did it this morning. And I smelt him in the car. I'm like, what are you wearing? I'm wearing aftershave. He's getting to that stage. Anyway, way to school. Fabulous day. It's Wednesday. It is a good day today. I might nip. I wonder if my local coffee shop's open. Might go for a little walk. I go for a walk every morning, you know. Because in my head, psychologically, it's helping with my weight loss. But in reality, looking down at my belly, it's not helping one bit. Pointless. Anyway, what else? I just need to watch what I eat, right? It's not about fitness. Listen, I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. But it's not about fitness. It's not about running. 10 kilometers run will help me lose the donut I ate. That's a bit pointless. Just don't eat the donut. If I don't eat donuts, this is how I look at donuts. If I don't eat donuts, I save myself doing a 10K run. It's worth it, isn't it? That's what I do anyway. Right, so what's happening? Thank you for all the news. Thank you for all the messages. I have looked at this morning. And this morning I'm going to start off with something really, really positive. Really, really positive. Now, I know many of you probably don't like Donald J. Trump, the new president. And I know some of you do. Whether you like him or not, I don't care. It's nothing to do with me, what you like and what you don't like. But I'm loving this. Ready? Prince Harry's US Breezer drugs lawsuit, which was brought on to him by the Heritage Foundation, is now set for its first court hearing. It's now set for its first public court hearing, where members of the public can attend. And by the way, the president has already stated Prince Harry will not receive any presidential help, and he will not get any protection. Unbelievable. Donald Trump quoted, "We may be the land of the free, but we are not the land of the gullible. It's about time the public heard this." I can hear the plates smashing off the walls. I can hear it in Montecito. See, I didn't call it Monte Shit Show. Isn't that amazing news? For me it is. I think it's great. Everyone should be treated the same. I don't care. They should be. Yeah. Amazing. So, he's not a diplomat. He's a private citizen. Now, that's what he said, didn't he? I'm a private citizen. So we'll hold him to that. Yeah. We're all, by the way, we are all private citizens. Just want to point that out. So I'm really, really happy. Now, many of you sent me this morning, and I had to go and look into it. Because I thought, no. I think Netflix should sue the BBC. That's my opinion. Because the Labour Party, our government, which is scum, in my opinion, the Labour government are now making a move. They're making a move to now charge streamers. So anyone that has Netflix or watches YouTube or watches Disney, if we pay for that now, the BBC, well, should I say, Labour wants to charge us a BBC license fee so we can help fund the BBC. So basically, me watching Netflix, I'm going to have to pay for BBC license. Well, I'm going to tell you this now, and I'm going to hold this straight. I left the BBC because it's shit, and I was sick of the propaganda, and I'm not going to fund it. I actually used the money for my BBC license, and I put it into Netflix, and I got Netflix instead. Now, if I'm going to be forced to have a BBC license to watch Netflix, then I'm just going to get rid of Netflix. So Netflix is going to plummet. They're going to lose hundreds of millions of pounds because none of us in the UK want to watch the shitty BBC. Okay? That's it. So if I was Netflix and Amazon and YouTube and Disney, I would do a class action lawsuit against the BBC for the possible loss of revenue worth hundreds of millions of pounds because of the UK government. Is it not a thing that they should do? Now, what they could do, because the Labour government said they're going to do it to force us to pay for to fund the BBC. So a class action lawsuit against the UK government from all these streaming giants would be brilliant. Bear that in mind. I will not be paying for a license. That's it. I don't watch any of that nonsense. But there we go. What else is happening? I wrote here. Yes, this has happened. Thing is, someone once said, if you go woke, you go broke. And that, it may take time, but it happens. Well, top UK universities are having to cut hundreds of jobs to help fund them. That seems strange, isn't it? When we have a UK government and the Prime Minister that promised to help students out, didn't do that. Promised to help student fees out, didn't do that. Pensioners, didn't do that. He's basically defunded the MOD. Yep. Wow. Went against America. Wow. All you that voted Labour. It's your fault. But universities have been teaching shit for the last couple of years. Different agendas, ideology. What did they call me? White privilege, they called me. Even though I was brought up in a housing estate outside of Belfast, there certainly was no privilege there. Does that mean that white privilege people get bombed and shot at? Does it? Because that's what happened in Belfast in the early 70s and early 80s. There was no white privilege there, I can tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So they taught all this shit and now they're going to lose their jobs. I think it's wonderful. There we go. Just my opinion. Oh, by the way, this came out today. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, has suspended dozens of his officials because they tried to block his proposal. He wanted to freeze foreign aid that his country gives out to countries. He wanted to freeze that. No, we're going to freeze that foreign aid and we're going to use that foreign aid for the foreign criminals that are doing so. I don't care what you think about him. I think that's a great thing. We should do it in the UK. We're decades behind the US. So he wanted to freeze it, and these officials all went, no, we can't do that. So we went, can we not? Well, you're all suspended. President gets what the president wants. I think Nixon once said that. He ended up getting impeached. But you know what I mean. What else is happening? A new poll in the UK, and it's coming now, because of these evil people that do evil atrocities towards children, women and children, let's say. Isn't it weird when I say that? Evil towards women and children. Men are the only ones that are the ones that aren't loved unconditionally. The only people loved unconditionally are children, women, and pets. There we go. And you wonder why depression in men's through the roof. I can't think of the exact figure, so I'm not going to say, but there's a high percentage of suicide in the UK, which is now all aimed at men. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. Well. What else is happening? Oh, P. Diddy, P. Daddy, Puff Daddy, P. Prick Diddy. Well, this is a revelation that's just come out today. P. Diddy's personal assistant has recalled, they have recalled the sickening moment. I have to get this right because this is a lawsuit. It was a male. So P. Diddy's assistant was a male. And he has now written a report where he recalls the sickening moment that P. Diddy ordered him to have sex to prove his loyalty to P. Diddy. That in itself is a jail sentence. Wow. Shocking. Oh well, people. Well, listen. It's time to go. Have a wonderful day. What's wrong with my voice? I'm going to go out there and drink my soda and coffee. I made a percolator this morning. As I had just poured it in and my son turned up and I had to take him to school, so it's probably cold now. But I may heat it up in the microwave. 20 seconds. Anyway, listen, thanks for all the reviews on the book, Exploitation. Awesome. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Remember, stay safe. Look after number one. When they're shouting your name, they're showcasing your fame. That's a good saying, isn't it? Have a great day and stay safe.